Hello, it's Kate from Inkstampshare.ink, and I've got a technique I want to play with and show you as I go along today. There's a lot of it about on YouTube and Pinterest and things. It's called the black ice technique. I'm going to do a masculine theme card with it, and the reason for that is because I'm part of a blog challenge group and we do it every fortnight, and the theme for this one is a masculine card. So I've picked the One Wild Ride stamp set. And I'm going to use this fabulous motorbike image here, and I've got a sentiment here, and I'm going to put happy birthday in the inside. And to make it masculine, I'm using really dark colours for this, and I thought the black ice technique would be perfect. Now, I've only done this once or twice, kind of once and a bit, so I think we'll just be experimenting along together. So let's have a go. I've cut my layers ready. So I've got my card base, which is a piece of basic black. It's A4 and I've scored it at 10.5 and then I've cut it at 14.8. I get two bases doing that. And then I have my layers, and my grey, my basic grey is then half an centimetre smaller all the way around. All these will be on my blog, all the measurements, so don't worry about writing any of it down. And you can just hop over there and have a look. And then I've got a piece of Whisper White as well. And then I've got my mirror card, my silver foil card to go on the top. Now, one of our team showed us how to do this technique, and I was absolutely fascinated. So I looked it up on YouTube, and there's a lady who kind of discovered it by accident, I believe, when she was doing some cards. And she's done some really beautiful cards, and she's kind of layered hers like this too. And I really liked it because it kind of has that kind of Instax look to it. Shape, I mean. So I can't remember her name, I will link her down below. I'll write her name down below and give her full credit for her technique, but I'm going to have a go. Anyway, so I just need this piece to start with. Now we need to keep it really still while we're working with it. So I'm going to put a little bit of my glue runner snail on the back, just a little bit, to keep it still. It's kind of temporary adhesive. Just going to pop that there. Okay, and the ink I'm going to work with is the basic black archival ink, and you need the archival ink because you need something that's going to stay on your card. This is very shiny and your normal kind of ink won't stay on, so you need something like that. And the idea is we're going to make lines down from the top, and we're going to drag the ink pad very, very lightly by putting the ink pad straight onto the card. And we're literally going to brush it. Now the idea is to keep it straight. That's the hard part. And just do it as lightly as you possibly can. And you kind of get this edge across the top. And without actually touching it, I'm going to try and turn it round. And then do it again from the top. I don't really want fingerprints all over it. Okay, so I'm just going to do it again. So you get that at the top and you've got your stripes. Okay, so far so good. The next thing I'm going to do is actually going to stamp my image on the top. I've got the motorbike from this stamp set. Love this. It's called One Wild Ride. Right, okay. I'm going to ink it up really well with the same ink. And I'm going to just stamp straight over the top. About here. Now I've got to be very careful because it's shiny. I don't want my stamp to slither about and smudge. So literally just want a bit of even pressure, and then I'm going to pull it up again. Fingers crossed. Oh, I have a line, but I don't know why. Oh no, there is meant to be a line in the stamp, look. All the way across. Okay, that's okay. Ooh. Okay, nice juicy ink pad. Okay. I'm then going to put my writing on there, and I've chosen the Hope Today is One Wild Ride is what I'm putting on mine in the same ink. Let's hope this turns out. Otherwise we'll just have a mess. Just going to pop it underneath. There's all sorts of stamps in this set, loads. There's like sort of tyre tracks, and there's a shield, and there's like dirt marks and all sorts. You could make it as different as you like. Hope today is one wild ride, so I've got that on there. Okay, now what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take my I'm going to take my heat gun. Sorry, it's going to be a bit noisy. It's really important at this stage to dry all this ink, because if you put your Versamark, which is the next step, straight over the top, all it will do is smudge the lot. So we're just going to give it a good dry with a heat gun, my heat tool. It's not a hairdryer, even though it's that shape, it's just a heat gun. It's got quite a lot of heat coming out of there. You'd burn your head if you dried your hair with it. Right. So I'm just drying the ink off. Curls up a little bit, that's okay. I think we're there. Okay, now for the fun part. The fun part is I've got my Versamark embossing ink stamp pad. It's okay, they do look like that. They're meant to get dirty. And I am going to stick it down again. And I'm going to cover it up just so I can hold it in place so that I get my fingers all over it. Now I don't want to put a line, so I need to make sure I do it from the top to the bottom, just the same as I did before. But I want to get plenty of ink on there. Because I don't want to miss any patches. Let's hope for the best. Okay, so the next thing to do is to put our clear embossing powder over the top. Ooh, it's a lie. So just pop it up. Get the clear embossing powder, and I've just got a little tray. You can use anything, a piece of paper, just to catch the rest of your embossing powder in. This is the clear one. Give it a really good sprinkle. Good liberal go. And just make sure it's all covered really well. Let's pop that out of the way. And I'm going to heat it again. And voila, with a bit of luck. See how it changes, it's magic. I love this effect. Look at that. It's fun, isn't it? Can you see that changing? I'm not sure how effective it is on the camera, but it looks amazing. Just make sure I've got it all. There we go. Right, that's the last of the noise. Okay, how cool is that? It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, that's fab. I love that. Okay, so let's get the layers of our card to put together. I have got some of the black shimmer ribbon from Stampin' Up. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in it. It's really lovely, and I'm going to put it on my card. So I'm going to layer these up together to start with. I'm just going to use my snail for that. I'm making a mess. I'm getting everything everywhere. Oh my word, does it matter though now? Oh, I think I'm just getting to the end of my snail. Oh yeah, I got right to the end of that. I've got enough though, I think. I'll get some more. Right, okay, let's pop that on there. Straight, lovely. And then I've got some of the black shimmer ribbon, and I'm going to put it around the bottom of my card, just along here, and it's going to look a bit like this, just to make it look pretty. So I would use snail. I just ran out. I'm going to use a bit of my fast fuse, so I don't have to rummage around in my drawer for a new snail. It will do the job, and I'm literally going to put it in this gap here in the middle. Just love that. Fast fuse is really sticky. Don't know if you've ever used it before. Let's trim the end of my ribbon because you really don't need that much ribbon. There we go. Right, let's do this. That's perfect. There, happy with that. Lovely. And this is all dry and ready to stick on. See what I mean? It looks a bit like an Instax photo. There's just the shape of it. I loved her work. It's really inspiring. I suppose you could do this technique with any stamp you like. I just think it really lends itself to this motorbike image. Loving it. How cool is that? Right, I'm going to pop it onto my card base. I think the white in between the basic grey just makes this pop. I really love it. It's all stuck up in the air because of the ribbon. That's why I'm laughing to myself. I'm getting the right state. Oh look, I'm giving up with that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's completely user error. Oh dear. Right, okay, let's go back to wet glue. There we are, just pop it on. There. Oh my goodness, I really love this. This is such a simple thing to do and so effective. So on the inside, I've got a piece of white. You always need an inside to your card because you can't really write if you've got a dark colour. So I am going to use one of the other stamps in the set. I'm going to use, did I get it out? I'm going to use Birthday Wishes. Birthday Wishes to the leader of the pack. I'm going to use, I mean, you could put anything in there. Doesn't have to be a birthday card, does it? And I'll carry on with the black. Give it a good ink. Doesn't have to be the archival this time. Straight would be useful. Hopefully. Yay! Simple things. That's what my mother says. Little things please little minds. She's not wrong. Okay, right. Let's pop it in. So there. Stop faffing about now. It works perfectly well, you see. It's just me. I hope you like it. My masculine card. So this is the Inspire Create Stamping Challenges, which is a fortnightly kind of, not a blog hop, but it is, if you know what I mean. You can visit the challenges group and you can see all the designs from the design team, and you can also enter yourself using the link there. It's ever so simple to do. It's great fun to play along, so I hope you will. And this is my masculine card. I will list all the products I've used, all the dimensions over on my blog at inkstampshare.ink. So do hop over there and have a look. You can get anything you need from my online shop. I hope you like the card. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you do. Thanks for stopping by.